An eviction moratorium issued by the CDC protecting tenants from eviction expires at the end of the year. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM's Chris Warner takes a look at the impact on one local organization that's helping those in need and what tenants need to know.
Within the past week, the Economic Security Corporation in Joplin received some additional CARES Act funding to help with a number of things, from utility shutoffs to rental assistance. Now that an eviction moratorium from the CDC is about to expire, Tammy Walker says they've seen an uptick in applications for rental assistance.
Right now, between my 5 staff that are doing applications for rental assistance, they're working through about 50 requests for assistance, and I know that that number is going to grow. We've spent, just in the past 4 days, almost $12,000 helping about 12 different families so far, and I just know that number is going to increase.
Walker says without the CARES funding, they wouldn't be able to offer the help they're offering now.
A lot of the programming that we put in place when we got the CARES funding is stuff that programs that we haven't offered before. We don't normally have a lot of prevention money, so this has really helped try to meet the needs in our communities.
As for the moratorium, it expires on December 31st. That's left questions on what happens to those who need help or can't pay their rent when it ends. The form a tenant must fill out saying they've been impacted by COVID provides some detail on what happens when the moratorium expires. It explains that the tenant is aware that at the end of the temporary halt on evictions that their, quote, housing provider may require payment in full for all payments not made prior to and during the temporary halt, and explains that they then could be subject to eviction. As for the Economic Security Corp being able to help, Walker says the funds are limited.
I worry about being overwhelmed with requests. We've had requests since March, since the pandemic really took hold in the community, but the funds are limited. If they have a need, they need to reach out now to see if they, even qualify for what we have.
In Joplin, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
To see if you qualify for assistance from the Economic Security Corporation, we've put contact information on our website. See it right there, KOAMnewsnow.com. The Consumer Council of Missouri has filed a motion with the State Public Service Commission, or PSC, for an emergency order to create a winter utility disconnection moratorium. PSC has posted notice of the motion and shortened the time for responses. Action by the Public Service Commissioners is expected by December 16th.